Hey everyone, Astral Radiance, Sword and Shield set. Going to have a look at some data on it tonight, how it's been performing as a sealed product, how it's been performing with single cards, some predictions for the future. Not one I've invested heavily in myself, but one I see a bit of a future for. There's some sleepers in this set. The product itself is a bit of a sleeper, so let's jump right in and see how it goes. So today we're going to be looking at the investability of the Sword and Shield set Astral Radiance. So first things first, I guess we need to get a bit of a take on what makes something investable, what's going to make it go up in value. First thing I'd probably like to focus on is the print run, and I know that's really hard to tell, like how much is a set being printed. Always hard to say, but we know when big reprints come, like look at a set like Vivid Voltage, that thing just got absolutely hammered, like printed to the ground. Look at something like that Rainbow Pikachu, that just went down, down, down just because of how much it got reprinted. So first thing when it comes to investability, how much has a set been printed? Second thing, does it have heavy hitting chase cards? Does it have Charizards, Lugias, Rayquazas, Mewtwo's, Mews, whatever it might be, those fan favourite Pokemon, does it have those heavy hitters? Third thing, how many cards, chase cards that is, are above $10? Is it 5 above $10, 10 above $10, 20 above $10? Those three things sort of combine in my eyes to make the investability of the product. And if I were to add one more into the mix, it would be artwork. So does it have alt arts, trainer gallery? Is it fun to open? Does it give you that visual pop, that wow when you're opening packs that makes it fun? Is it fun for streamers to stream and people to watch online? With those things in mind, let's jump in and have a look at the data on Astral Radiance. So let's jump in and have a look at the sealed booster box price. Not sure about anyone else, but I didn't really invest too heavily in this. You know, it was surrounded by some good sets around it, like Brilliant Stars and, you know, the upcoming Lost Origin, which was supposed to be an awesome set. So I didn't really invest too heavily in Astral Radiance. Picked up, you know, half a dozen booster boxes, a few elite trainer boxes. But in terms of price movement, it's moved a bit. You know, from May 22nd last year when it was sitting at a bit of a high there, sort of around the 110, we see a little bit of a dip in August, stays that low, sort of flatlined or wriggles a little bit through to November, and all of a sudden it's just taken a bit of a bang this year. We've seen it jump up to that 130 price and then sort of wriggle its way back down to a current market price around $126. I think for Astral Radiance and the future of the box price is really dependent on a reprint. If there's no reprint, I think we're just going to continue to see this steadily climb. Like, could go to 150 by the end of the year, but more than likely, maybe just a steady climb. Could be, you know, 135, 140 by the end of the year. Watch this space. I think no reprint equals a climb. Let's jump in and have a look at some of the singles. Obviously, the biggest hitter of the set, Machamp V, Alt Art, beautiful, beautiful card. Market price currently about $111, $112. Did jump up sort of middle of last year towards the 135, 140 mark. The only thing Astral Radiance is missing is that one or two really big heavy hitters, or even that one heavy hitter, the Giratina Alt Art, the Lugia Alt Art, the Charizard Alt Art. Like, beautiful card, but Machamp just isn't that sort of S-tier Pokemon and doesn't lead to an S-tier set. Still, for my mind, this is an A-tier set though. Nice trainer gallery, nice alt arts, fun to open. The trainer gallery makes the hit rates a bit better. So A-tier, the only thing it's missing, like I said, are those real heavy hitters. Anyway, moving on, let's have a look at the Origin form Dialga V, second biggest hitter from the set. Remained pretty stagnant for the last 12 months. Obviously dipped a little bit after its initial sort of burst upon release. So current market price sitting around that $44 mark. I think you'll find a similar trend. We'll look at a couple more of the big hitters from the set. I think you'll find a similar trend with a lot of the big hitters sort of stagnant. The third biggest hitter from the set, the Origin form Palkia V, beautiful artwork. Current market price about $43. Like I was saying, like the Origin form Dialga, sitting pretty stagnant, like a lot of the alt arts in Astral Radiance. What's going to happen in the future? I think we'll see a slow and steady rise if there is no more reprint on this set. Now that we've gone over the three biggest hitters, let's take a look at the trainer gallery. Some beautiful cards in the trainer gallery in Astral Radiance. Really love the Pokemon TCG's idea of trainer gallery. Increases hit rates, like those early sets, even up to Fusion Strike, just hit rates were abysmal. It's so nice to pull a trainer gallery, and the best one obviously out of the lot in Astral Radiance is the Starmie V, currently sitting at $33. And like the alternatearts, remaining pretty stagnant. Sort of high start when the set was released, and then just this sort of worm hovering around that $30 mark. Let's take a look at the second biggest trainer gallery card, the Garchomp V, which has taken a bit of a hit, down to $22 current market price. Was as high as $40, sort of May last year or towards this time last year. Beautiful artwork. Another fun card to pull. The other thing about Astral Radiance is just the sheer number of trainer galleries that are still sitting up there in price. I know this one's dipped, and I know a lot of them have sort of dipped and remained stagnant, but let's take a look and just have a look at some of the other artworks you've got to pull. Some sweet Galarian galleries, some trainers, some alt arts. I really think this is a sleeper set. There's a heap of cards above that $5 to $10 mark that are just sweet cards to pull. Some heavy hitters, some beautiful artwork. Great set to invest in. Thanks everyone for watching Astral Radiance. Bit of a sleeper. Keep an eye on it.